Hello everybody, welcome to your weather forecast. My name is Mr. G, and you've made it to the midway point of your week. And let's talk about that weather that we're going to be seeing out there as we head into your Wednesday. We've been locked in a rather peculiar pattern this week where we have a storm system out to the west and a storm system in the east and the northeast, and a big dome of high pressure over the middle of the country that is keeping the Midwest and the Central Plains nice and beautiful this week. Lovely conditions out there, but we are dealing with a little stormy weather on the west coast and some wintry and rainy weather and quite cool weather across the northeast and the Great Lakes, as we have that Omega block that we're going to talk a little bit more about in just a few minutes here. So here we are with a live look at our surface map right now, and we are looking at some rainfall here through the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic, as well as into the northeast. That includes New England and the Great Lakes, and it's cold enough for a little bit of snow over in southern Canada, as well as northern Michigan and northern Wisconsin. We're seeing some snow showers with this cold and wintry weather pattern. It's going to be breezy and a little bit chilly across the southeast as well. Temperatures are a few degrees below normal out that way. And then on the west coast, we have another storm system that is providing some rain showers and a little bit of snow even through the Sierra Nevada, where they've had a record snowfall this year. So a little bit more snow to add to those snow totals, even though they have seen a tremendous amount of melting so far. And we've seen like Mammoth Lakes, and we've seen a lot of those lakes in California refilled to levels that haven't been seen in over 200 years. So we're looking at some tremendous improvements as far as the drought conditions are concerned across the West Coast. But in the Midwest, in the nation's midsection, we've seen a lot of beautiful weather, sunny weather conditions, very calm out there. But we are going to be dealing with some showers and thunderstorms along the immediate Gulf Coast and into the state of Texas, as we deal with a little bit of wet weather that's going to be moving into that way as disturbances around the base of the western trough, and that will bring some severe thunderstorms to Texas later this week. Here is a look at temperatures across the country right now. We are looking at those temperatures pretty warm along the Gulf Coast and into the state of Texas, where we're seeing those temperatures in the 70s to just about 80 degrees, which includes the southeastern United States and the state of Florida. And then on the west coast, we have those temperatures in the 80s across the southern deserts, and we have temperatures in the lower 60s across LA, where it's a little bit cloudy and we're seeing some rain showers, and our cold air is going to be bottled up there in the northeast and the Great Lakes especially. So if you're in Wisconsin and Michigan, as well as into southern Canada there, so Ontario and parts of Pennsylvania and upstate New York, going to be really cold out there for this time of the year, as those temperatures are going to be in the 30s and 40s right now. So it's a bit on the nippy side if you're in the Great Lakes and into parts of the Northeast. But look how beautiful it is across the northern plains, where we're seeing temperatures in the 60s and in the upper 50s. So it's really lovely out there. Here's your forecast for your Wednesday morning. That wet weather is going to continue across the northeast, as we have that stubborn area of low pressure that's kind of trapped over there across the New England, southern Canada. So we're going to be seeing those rain showers and even some snow across the higher elevation of the Appalachian Mountain Range here through Pennsylvania and through parts of eastern Ohio and West Virginia. We're going to be seeing those snow showers clear across the Midwest and the Central Plains for your Wednesday morning as you get up and you go to school and you go to work. And on the West Coast, we're going to be looking at cloudy skies through about central and into Southern California, where we're going to be dealing with some rain showers on your Wednesday morning. And then in the evening hours, as you make your way home, I got eyes watering. And as you make your way home on Wednesday, you're going to still dealing with wet weather on the West Coast in California, as well as a little bit of rain up there in the Pacific Northwest this time. As through Seattle and Portland, we'll see some wet weather and continue wet weather across the Great Lakes, southern Canada into Ontario, parts of the mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, and New England. So New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, Newark, uh, um, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut will be dealing with some rain showers on again on your Wednesday and into your Wednesday night. So let's take a look at our Omega block that's been affecting our weather. Where we have troughing over the west coast, a big ridge, a high amplitude ridge over the Midwest into the central and northern plains. High amplitude is because that ridge goes up high amplitude over to the top of the trough, and then we have a strong base in the trough along the eastern United States. We have what's called a blocking pattern there, and we have probably an AO that's in a strong negative phase, which is going to be determined by that cold air across the eastern half of the United States. And as we look at that eastern cold air, that stubborn area of cold air in the Northeast is going to continue as we move into your Thursday, as temperatures will be about 5 to 15 degrees below average across the Northeast, as we have this stalled area of low pressure that is going to continue to plague the weather across the East. But as we get into the weekend, hopefully we'll see some improvement. High pressure will move in, so we're going to start to see temperatures warm across the northeastern areas and the Great Lakes. So I don't know why my eye is suddenly bugging me, but I'm going to try to motor my way through. So in the Midwest and across the southern plains in the state of Texas and Oklahoma, as we head into your Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, we're going to be seeing a round of severe thunderstorms over the central and southern plains, where we're going to have some very heavy rainfall that could lead to some flooding, as well as some large hail. A few tornadoes is going to be possible, and gusty winds up to 65 miles an hour, as we're going to be dealing with that severe weather across the state of Texas and Oklahoma on your Thursday. And as we look at our midweek outlook here and into the upcoming weekend, we are going to be dealing with that big Midwestern storm that's going to be spreading rainfall from the northern plains through the Midwest, down across the southern plains and the Gulf Coast, and into parts of the Southeast and into Florida this weekend. We're going to be seeing rain showers and thunderstorms spread that way, as well as some severe weather. But in the Northeast, conditions are going to improve this weekend, so it's going to be nice across the Northeast, but it's going to remain a little bit damp across the West and cool as well, as we have that Omega block continues across the nation. But I think it's going to shallow out, flatten out a little bit, so we're going to be seeing a little bit more gearing towards a possible change in the pattern. I apologize that my eyes are watering and I don't want to re-record this again. So we're going to roll with the watery eyes and everything. I don't know why, but anyway, here's our western side of the trough, where we're going to be seeing rain showers into LA and the Southwest, and we're going to be seeing some snow across the Sierra Nevada and through parts of central Nevada as well, and near Salt Lake City. So some wet weather again into your Wednesday and Thursday for parts of the West Coast. My name is Mr. G with a watery eye and all, and that's your weather forecast. I'm going to call it a day because I now have to shut my eye because I can't see anymore. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.